Hello guys, watching the Geek Sim one day. We're talking about The Walking Dead. We've talked about all of episode 1 to 6 already on the channel, so check it out if you haven't already. But today we're talking about and reviewing episode 1 to 9 of series 7. Let's go. We're splitting the series in half up to episode 9 because the series is quite long and there's a hell of a lot to talk about, so let's just get straight to it. So, episode 1 of series 7 is my favourite Walking Dead episode ever up to this point. I'm watching it for the first time and just absolutely enjoyed it because the scales and everything changed at that point. The guessing who's gonna die, who's gonna get beat. I guessed Glenn in the last video. I was half right because the first person to go was that ginger guy, Abraham. Just got whacked and whacked, and his head just turned into jam and mash. And then you've also got Glenn. Literally, Daryl does something, so it then makes Glenn getting whacked, and it looks like a frog's eye, and then gets whacked again into space, into jam. And Rick's angry, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you for that." And Negan grabs Rick and throws him in the RV and says, "Get my axe," and forces that whole thing in, and making Rick realize that actually Negan is in charge now and showing his command. And what a performance! He feels like the Thanos threat with our heroes literally just at gunpoint all around. Rick's been sent off and eventually coming to realize to get the axe to bring it to Negan, so showing that Rick's now Negan's bitch. But anyway, by the time Rick gets back, he draws on Carl's arm and goes, "Pick up the axe." And I suddenly just went, "Oh, he's gonna get Rick to," and he does. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit Carl's arm off. Otherwise, all of our characters get shot because they got guns back of their head. So it's like Rick has to do it, and just as Rick's about to do it, Negan stops just to show who's in control. I just felt like this episode was such a game changer. This is the best, in my opinion, episode of The Walking Dead, hands down. Going forward with that, Daryl gets took, and we go off. Let's go on to him. Daryl gets took and basically tortured on a loop and a loop with a song and eating dog food and being absolutely tortured to the point of being an absolute slave and minion, doing whatever Negan tells him, carrying food, doing this, doing that, and just staying there. But he's not allowed to be called Daryl no more. He's called Negan, like all of the other gang. We also get a little small thing with the other gang questioning, "Why do we do this, blah, blah, blah?" Because Negan helps us, because it makes us who we are now, and blah, blah, blah. So it just shows that everyone has got their own minds. It's just they are doing to survive, and Negan's the best outcome for them. So that's why all of his gang do what they do. I thought it was interesting, and you got the women, Negan's women, helping Daryl, because obviously they don't really want to do it, but they're being tortured and stuck to as well. So you just see the society, what Negan's running. But also, we go on to another topic now. So when a couple of episodes later, Negan goes back to Rick's village, starts taking all his stuff, Rick's son challenges that, grabs a gun, and Negan realizes, let's take all their weapons, which he does. And Rick is to submission. Our character, seeing him for the first time in submission and seeing him cry, and this character making that is just shows also like the government take half of your money. This is like the government taking half of your stuff. It's like taxes, really. It feels like that. So this is like the embodiment Negan is of the government in a way, which is weird. But anyway, going past that, with also Tyra. I completely forgot about her until she randomly gets popped back up in an episode. Oh yeah, she's been missing. She gets captured, blah blah blah, by these women. All the men got killed by Negan's character. It's just showing yet again another colony getting tortured and done by that. After Tyra escapes them because they were going to kill her, she gets back to our main characters. She's all happy, and she just realizes what all of our characters have been through. Mental. The woman on the outpost, of course, the doctor woman, gets shot in the head arrow-wise as well. I think that was her girlfriend, so ouch, now she has no girlfriend as well. So that sucks. But anyway, going past that with another character. See, this guy has impacted everyone, not just our society, because we go to another society where Carol runs away and Morgan tries stopping her, and Carol and Morgan now find themselves in the kingdom, where this other guy is all happy days, but he's hiding from his kingdom, his people, who has a tiger, by the way, and the CGI looks okay. But, you know, I love that. But anyway, he was just a zookeeper, but they needed a leader. They put him in charge. He is now the king of this kingdom. Anyway, he's hiding from his people that he has made a deal with Negan so they don't get all killed. He gives supplies and stuff. So that's on the secret, on the down low. But that guy also knows Jesus from the other colony, which, yeah. So we've seen 3 colonies now. And just by the end of episode 9, we see another colony, and Rick's happy because it's come to the end game level now. He's asking everyone to come together from different colonies to take out Negan because he has the numbers and the advantages. But we'll go into that in a minute. I'm trying to keep this in 10 minutes, so I'm speeding up as much as I can. But I'm just loving all of this connecting and just brilliantly flowing well with characters arguing against other people. And, you know, they're all 3-dimensional characters that are just brilliant. Anyway, going for that, Megan's just lost her husband, Glenn. And we go through the grief of that. And Abraham's 2 side things on the side. One of them going furious and asking our scientific dude to make a bullet. He doesn't want to. He gets pulled into it. He makes the bullet for the woman because she's secretly got a gun. And it gets him took. So he's took. I thought he was going to die, but he got took instead. The woman keeping checks of the food and the guns. She gets killed. Also, we have the other guy from the woman who run this before Rick come. Her son, the only one left of that family. He tries to backstab Rick. Negan just kills him. He turns into a zombie. Rick kills him. But they've had that conflict before, so that was a wrap-up of him. And we also have Kyle trying to, after Glenn and all the other people getting killed, Kyle goes on the hunt to try and take out Negan. And we go through an episode where Negan's like basically showing Kyle around, making Kyle see the art, take off the patch to see his dead eye, and, you know, then going back to Rick's village, and that's where all the chaos begins. And just showing his power and showing his manipulation and just having fun, teasing everyone is his game and his joy, because there's nothing else to do at the end of the world. But anyway, that episode with Kyle was interesting as well. Daryl escaping and now is living in the jungle of such, where our king is and stuff, for hiding. We also have Kyle. We also have Morgan and the other one, of course, there as well. So their characters there. Megan is on hiding because Negan would take her and use her. So she's in hiding. She's also pregnant with Jesus's colony, which also that guy running the colony is douchebag, and Jesus needs to take control seriously. But anyway, so we've got 2 colonies now. We've got Rick and Jesus' colony kind of coming together as an army. We need another one. We went to the jungle, didn't get an offer, but I'm sure they will come eventually, and Daryl might twist in his ear. But we've now come to another colony that we've never really met before. And Tyra's refusing to talk about the other colony that she was with because they sworn secrecy, blah, blah, blah. So we've got this new colony which full of numbers and gangs, and Rick's smiling happy where episode 9 ends. I just think it's pulling it all together to the finale point. We need to take out this boss. As you can see, I've talked and talked and talked. I've enjoyed all the interactions, all of this, dialing in, and Rick actually submitting and going on adventures to try and help Negan, and so like that, to the point where he loses more people and he just hits breaking point. We need to fight back, and they do. And this is where we're leading now. I'm excited to see where we go next. I'm going to have to give this a 9 out of 10. Honestly, absolutely loved this so far. And I'm just going to say, yeah, 9 out of 10. I'm excited where we go next. That's my thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in another talk and review where I'll go next with episode 10 to 16 of Series 7. See you guys next time.